Hi everyone, Dean here. I just wanted to make a quick tutorial on how to fill out the point tracker system document that we provided for the Rotary Phone Challenge. So at this point, you probably downloaded the attachment, and either if you're on Windows, you're working in Excel, or if you're on Mac, you're working in Numbers. Your document should look just like this, and it should work no matter if you're working on a Windows or a Mac system. So let's take a look at this document. So on the left here, you'll see all the different types of calls you get points for during the challenge and the point values associated with those phone calls. As you can see, you have you can make a call to a family member, a friend, a senior, a child, a teenager, a young adult, someone you've never called before, someone you haven't spoken to in 3 months or more, someone out of the country, someone outside of Washington, or call someone in a different language. And so you get points for all of those different kinds of calls. So how do you fill this out? Let's just say on Monday you called 3 family members. You get 5 points for every family member you get, so that would be 15 points. So let's take a look down here at the rules. So the first rule is no compounding points. So no points that apply to all, or there's no apply all points to, let's just say you call a family member who's also a senior and also lives out of Washington. You don't get all the categories that apply to that phone call. You only get points for one category. So let's just say you did call, a relative who is 65 years or older and they're living out of the state. It's wiser to actually give yourself points for calling someone who is 65 years or older rather than points for a family member, because you get 10 points instead of 5 points. Same thing if they're out of the state of Washington, you get 10 points for that instead of 5 points. So you do get points for every person you call, but you cannot apply multiple points for a single call. You only get to put those points in for a single category over here. If we look back down to the rules, texts and voicemails don't count. And if it's the person that makes the call that gets the points. So specifically thinking, if you call another person who's also doing the Rack Phone Challenge, and you're both looking to get points for phone calls, it's the person that makes the call that gets the points. You don't get any points if you receive a call. And that goes for if a family member calls you as well. You don't get points for that. You only get points for the calls you personally make. We already talked about this other rule here. You get points for every call you make. So, for example, I called 3 family members on Monday. You get 15 points. Finally, you have to call someone for a minimum of 5 minutes. So the whole point of this challenge is to actually check in with somebody, see how they're doing, maybe pray together. If you're just making quick little phone calls, we don't really believe that's you can actually connect with someone in less than 5 minutes. That's not the point of this challenge, and so in order for you to actually get points, you have to talk to somebody for more than 5 minutes. So let's just fill this out as if like we were doing it for the week. So let's just say Monday I called 3 family members. I get 15 points for that. How about on Tuesday I call my grandfather? So I would get 10 points, and maybe I also called one of the youth at RAC. So that would be 50 points. Wednesday, how about I call somebody I've never actually called before? And then on Thursday, I call 2 of my friends. Friday, how about I call someone outside of Washington? And then on Saturday, maybe I call a couple more friends. And then on Sunday, I call my mom. So this would be my point total for the week. So as you can see, there's daily totals in these boxes, and then your weekly total in this box. So that would be the points you would get for the week. And so you submit this on the 17th to us, and this is what we would give you for your weekly point total. We want you to submit this document, not just your point total, because we do want to make sure everyone is filling it out correctly and keeping people honest. You know, if you get 200 points for family members on Monday, you know, I'm going to call into question, did you really call 40 people on Monday? You might be getting a call up from me to explain, you know, how did you do that? So we want to keep people honest because it is an honor system. So please submit this document. But at the same time, you know, we just have fun with it. The whole point is not necessarily to win, but really to just cultivate community and connection during this time of quarantine. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of our staff members at RAC. I hope this is clear and that this tutorial has helped you figure out how to actually fill this out. So good luck!